Hi everyone, welcome to Transparency Tuesdays. Let's get straight into it. Today I'm talking about pet peeves. The Oxford Dictionary defines pet peeves as something that a particular person finds especially annoying. So basically, this grinds your teeth. It's like, when someone scratches the chalkboard. Ugh! That's what pet peeves are. I have quite a few. I didn't even know this until I got married. But you see, what I've learned in marriage is that you get to be exposed in marriage. You learn things about yourself that you didn't even know. And these things might not necessarily be pretty. So, one of my pet peeves, when someone pours a glass of water and then 10 minutes later, they get a clean glass to pour another glass of water. What must happen with the first glass that you used 10 minutes ago? Like, why can you not? Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. It's a pet peeve. The second thing is people chewing loudly and swallowing loudly. Please, don't make me a part of that process. Okay, I don't want to. Let that be between you and your plate. And another pet peeve is people leaving clothing items in the living room. Well, not just the living room, anywhere that's not the cupboard or the laundry bin, basically. This is what happened to me. My husband has a tendency of leaving his shoes in the living room. And what I'd normally do is, with an attitude, I'd just pick them up and put them in the cupboard, or give him an attitude about it, whatever. So this one time I was like, you know what, this is not what I signed up for in this marriage thing. I am not going to be picking up his shoes. Let's just leave them there and see how it goes. So I left them there. My husband walked over the shoes to go make himself tea in the kitchen. Then he came back into the living room, walked over the shoes, and sat comfortably in the couch. I could not believe my eyes, because how do you see those shoes out of place and you are unmoved? What I did learn from that is he's perfectly fine with where the shoes are. Otherwise, he would have acted on it. He didn't. I'm the one who has a problem with this. And also what I realized is, not everything should become a fight in marriage, because at the end of the day, you do want a peaceful home, you want a peaceful marriage, and some things really are not worth fighting. Imagine now I'm not talking to my husband because of a pair of shoes. Like, that just sounds absurd. I'm not saying that new habits cannot be learned or implemented. They should. But there are ways of doing it. There are patient ways of doing it. My love, could you please move your shoes into the cupboard? Right? No one's going to die. It's not a matter of life or death. It's just things that annoy you, if you think about it. Now, what I've been doing is what we've been taught at church, and that is to be thankful. Because the thing is, my husband is so kind, and his patience is unreal. It is out of this world. My husband is super patient, and he's so loving, and he's very, very considerate, I must say. When he comes back from work and he asks me how my day was, it's not just a by the way sort of thing. Like, he looks me in the eye and waits for an answer, a genuine response. How was my day? That's who he is. And he makes marriage so beautiful. I look forward to spending time with him, like at the end of the day, every single day, because of who he is. Now I want to ignore all of that over a pair of shoes. Come on. It's not worth it. So I choose to be thankful for everything that he is, that makes marriage so beautiful for me. And there's a biblical reference here. Christians love this verse. It's 1 Corinthians 13. and I'm going to read from verse 4. It says, "Love is patient, love is kind. Love is not jealous or boastful or proud. It does not demand its own way." With pet peeves, what it really is in summary is that you want people to do things how you want them done so that they don't irritate you. You are demanding your own way. You are unwilling to change your mindset about something. So if you think about it, it's actually prideful. Everyone around you must change, but you are unwilling to change. Why? Are you too perfect to change? And what I learned is that when I got married, I knew that the two must become one. It's what the Bible says. But that's not what I was doing. I was being me, and my husband had to figure his way out around my life, my way of doing things, my little pet peeves. You know, he had to fit in to my life. And that's not how it should be. We should integrate. We should become one. And if I must change for the oneness to happen, then I must change. You know, I shouldn't hide behind, "Oh, but this is a pet peeve." Stop it. You're annoying. Then it carries on. It says, "It is not irritable." Let's go back quickly to that definition of what pet peeves are. It says something that a particular person finds especially annoying, irritating, right? So if we're doing love according to God's way and God's standard of love, then love is not irritable. So yeah, basically people go home, go change. This is the tough one to swallow, but hey, we must do what we have to do for that marital bliss, because happiness in marriage is a choice, actually.